Ta-da.
Hello, everybody. We've taken over the show from Fred. He made the mistake and left Kiko and me in here. Fred's not going to be with us tonight. He's out meeting some friends of his, and so me and Kiko said, yeah, we can do it. So say some prayers. Make sure we
Who you got tonight there, Bill?
Oh, tonight we'll have Bud Orr, Joe Schnelton, owner of Paintball to Go, and we've called some other people. We're just going to talk about paintball and talk about Monte Casino and talk about Bud and
pancakes.
Just have some fun. Pancakes. Hey, Joe's wife Angie makes awesome pancakes.
That's what I heard.
But in tradition, keeping with tradition, we'll go ahead and do Fred's call out. And of course, we always start with Tim Schloss, Tiger Stripe Products, owns Gateway Paintball in St. Louis, just 6 minutes from the airport. But yep, Tim's been an icon in paintball pretty much since the beginning. Sponsored Fred, sponsored a lot of people, a lot of teams. But so we got Tim, then of course we got Bud Orr, creator of the Sniper, the Commander, the Autococker.
WGP.
Yep, WGP. Invented the hopper, all kinds of stuff. So, but Bud will be with us here shortly. And we got Tom K, creator of the Automag, and all kinds of other cool stuff.
Air Gun Designs.
Air Gun Designs. Yep. So thanks, Tom, for everything you've done. And then we've got, let's see, who else we got? Well, we've got, oh man, my mind just stopped.
Does it hurt?
Yes, it did. Ouch.
There's a pain between his ears.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't supposed to touch nothing, but I guess I did.
Yep. Well, we got Jerry Braun.
Jerry Braun.
He had Splat, Paintball Magazine, New York.
Paint Check, right? Or was that Paint Check?
No, it was just a paintball
sports. Yeah.
Paintball sports.
That's right.
And then let's see.
I'm touching stuff.
Hey, Fred's gonna kill you.
I know he knows everything.
Yeah.
Now he can watch it.
It's like, oh,
I'm touching it.
Yeah. Didn't the last thing he said was for you not to touch anything? I'm pretty sure that's what he said. He was like, do not touch anything. You're touching things.
Touching it all. Yeah.
There we go. Let's see here. There
Tom
we
K,
go.
Renee, and June Bechet. Right?
Yeah. We've got yeah.
Paintball News.
Paintball News. Yep.
Before the internet.
I believe Fred was an editor of that magazine over on the west side.
They used to write stuff down and then put it on a piece of paper and mail it out to people.
Yep. Heck yeah. We got it was Ross Alexander created the Bushmaster Line SI. And so awesome gun is one of Fred's first guns that I believe he had sponsored with.
Yep.
Let's see.
Randy Kamaya. From APG back in the day.
Yeah, from APG magazine. Yeah. Awesome magazine. Yeah.
I lived vicariously through it in my youth.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to that every year. Or every month.
That's right. There it is.
I miss the hardback magazines. You can find all kinds of stuff in them. And
you got Gino.
Yep, of course.
Falcon.
Gino from Falcon.
Behind the scenes guy. He's like,
yeah, he's definitely behind the scenes, a lot of stuff. He's always got cool stuff going on. Seen a lot of his guys, played in the tournament this last weekend. I guess they did pretty good. So that was pretty cool. And
Jim Lively.
who else?
Jim Lively. Jim Lively.
Oh, yeah, Jim Lively. Yeah, the Masters. Yep. If you played tournament paintball back in the day, for sure you knew who that was. And Randy Baxter, same. Indoor championships. He was awesome.
Yep, I played in one of those.
Yep.
Roanoke, Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Then you got Mark Gong and the junior and the brother of Junior.
Yep.
The Gong brothers.
I know. Got the young gun stuff going on. Helped get it all started. Got everybody excited. Got them all excited. Out there playing. Yeah.
All right.
Of course, we got Thomas Gee Paintball Extravaganza. That was a couple weeks ago.
And Bruce Davidson, right? Working with Fred on that endeavor.
Yep. Heck yeah.
I got 3 yeps. Yep.
Okay.
Now you ready? Bring your buddy on.
Yeah. Let me mention some stuff real quick.
Mention.
We got the Montressor Classic coming up at Fox Paintball in Yorkville, Illinois, July 29th and 30th. So if you got a team, get out there and show them some love.
Do team stuff.
We got the WCPL April 1st and 2nd at Panhandle Paintball. That's Steve and Dan's field. So 10-man mechanical. We'll be out there. So looking forward to that. They got a live fire range too, so during downtime might go over there and shoot something. Let's see. Next week, Jeff, I'm going to kill your name like Fred. But yep, exactly. Jeff Menez will be talking about the tournament down in Texas. Yep. And then a couple weeks we've got Jeff Perlmutter, and he'll be on. He'll be talking about everything paintball that he was involved with back with Pursuit Marketing Incorporated.
Yeah, he was the big PMI guy.
Yeah, PMI. That'll be a really interesting show. A lot of history in that one. But now I think we ought to just bring on Bud and everybody, and then we can just start.
All right, so we'll go with your buddy Joe. Here goes Joe.
Yeah,
the danger mute. There's Joe.
Hey guys,
Joe Snelton
in the flesh. Well,
yep,
sort of.
Owner of Paintball to Go, home of Monte Casino, Smoke, and Pirates Plunder.
Giant pancakes.
And
back in the day,
fabulous pancakes.
We're gonna come with Bud. Get him on there.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Good seeing you guys.
Yeah.
Excellent seeing you.
Axis General at Monte Casino.
Yes. How you guys doing? Everything going okay, Joe? Are y'all ready?
Always. Hell, we're 4.5 weeks out from the game, so I've been. We were cleaning out the pavilion today, kind of sprucing up under there, and yesterday we were rebuilding the shower house, kind of filling in the cracks and all the knot holes that built up in the walls, So a little bit.
But I'm not sure if Phil was by himself on that one. So
There were a few new knot holes missing. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, I know. All that happens. What the heck?
Luckily, I got access to lots of wood, so we patched her all up. Good to go.
Yeah,
that's good. That's awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man.
Yep, we're looking forward to it. And Bud, I've got your choice. I've got an electric golf cart you can take. I've got one of my side-by-sides. I've got an assortment of buggies for you to choose from, so you'll have some wheels this year.
Okay. I'll see how my body does between now and then. That's a bit. I went out and tried it out this weekend, and wasn't quite as good as I thought I was going to be, but I'm working on it. It's having no blood is not good.
Yeah.
No.
It helps though.
Yeah.
Whatever we need to do, Bill can carry around an IV pole to blood drip,
Oh, there you go. You know, I can bring that along.
Maybe we could do a blood drive for Bud.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'd have an overdose then.
Yeah.
You can give the
That's
leftovers to other people.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my God.
I'm sure there's surely enough people in the medical field, Joe, at your place that we can figure out how to do IVs.
Oh yeah, we've got 4 or 5 nurses on staff doing other functions, but they can jump back into the nursing role if they need to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know that I tell people that Bonnie is well, I'm talking to 2 people today, and I said you're never going to be at a better place with. I mean, I walk around the camp areas, and I mean it's awesome. You know, I've never played in a field like that. It's just enjoy the heck out of it from the time you step on it. You know, you got a little tear in your eye when you leave, man. I mean, you just.
That's a hazard.
Yeah, no, it's beyond belief. So I just tell them you got to go there. I mean, I could rave about it all day, but unless you go there and actually be part of it, you'll never know. But it's something that everybody should try. I mean, that's my opinion. I played a lot of fields, and there's a lot of great fields out there. Don't get me wrong. You know, I've had a good time, but it's just something about the aura of the people that come to your field is. I mean, the kids. The kids are awesome. You know, every time we start the game, you know, I got 15, 20 kids with me. You know, and them guys are animals. You know. Yeah. So it's and if I got shot, the next one in line, one of the kids took over. He's running it. So no, it's Joe. You and your family are first class. I mean, can't ask for anything better in paintball than you guys. So that's my spiel for tonight, and that's coming from my heart too. So.
But actually, you could ask for one thing.
What's that?
It's to bring back pancakes.
Bring back what?
Pancakes.
Oh yeah. Oh, the best pancakes you'll ever eat in your life are there. I mean, you'll. I'm not sure. I think they want you to overeat, you know, and we kind of push them over towards the other side, you know, the American side. So they overeat, so they're out there throwing up, you know, or can't waddle around too much, you know. So no, it's the best pancakes you'll ever eat. So
you can talk Angie into making them.
Yeah. Angie is she's first class pancake maker. I'll guarantee you that. She's first class in everything she does. I mean, just a neat lady. The whole family is. I mean, there's not a dud there, you know. So, well, Joe maybe sometimes.
Well, they carry me, bud. They carry me. You know, they make me look good. Somebody has to be the beautiful face, you know, and I.
Yeah. Did you get your book yet?
Not yet.
I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it this weekend, so I'm sure somebody will be playing at risk that can take the book back to you.
Yeah, it's first class book. You'll love it.
Yep.
So.
Good deal. Yeah, we've got like 7 of those compressors now, so we need all the help we can get to keep them running tip top.
Oh yeah. Well, have a few for me to work on. Don't fix them all. That's for sure.
Well, we try to keep them running because I'm always counting on 1 or 2 breaking down, you know. But you've been working on them the last few years, so they've been running so much better.
Oh well, thank you very much. You know, my head just got a little bigger. You know. So you see how shiny it is. You know?
That's too much sun. It's California sun.
No, yeah. California sun the last 3 months. That's the reason it's so shiny.
It's wet outside.
Yeah, it's wet. It's wet right now.
Yep.
It's coming at you. So
I don't want it. I want dry spring for once. I mean,
Yeah, it's coming kind of down towards Bill. So
Bill can have it.
Yeah, there you go. So what else is going on? Anything good? Are we gonna take questions from the audience tonight?
I'm looking myself. All I got is good evening, Bud's the man. Good evening, Tony. Tony, hi, Tony. Good evening, Ryan. Ryan, howdy, Rick. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Rick. Yeah. Any questions out there?
Well, let's get some questions going, guys.
There you go.
We're here to answer anything but sexual problems. So
yeah, we have to address those in person.
We gotta talk. Yeah, that's sign language. No, we're here to answer any questions you guys have got.
Hey, Kiko, do you know how to show the questions? When people are talking, do you know how to highlight it?
No, not yet. I'm trying to right now. That's what I was just looking at.
Okay.
So I have absolute power.
Yeah. We got Fred Jr. over there.
Fred Jr. I'm touching everything.
You're looking good, baby. Looking good.
Right before Fred left, he's like, make sure you don't touch anything. The minute Fred was gone, he's like, hey.
It was falling off the walls.
Yeah.
I ain't wearing no underwear. I'm sitting in this chair.
Well, we're not really. Well, never mind. Just don't touch the red button. That's the one that just kind of creates a lot of problems.
The finger. It worked against Danny one time.
Yeah. The finger. Don't hit the red button.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to figure this. Yeah, not a lot of questions. How about the camping amenities? Facebook user. That would be for Joe.
Yeah. The biggest, newest addition was last year we added showers. So you've got hot and cold running water there in the showers. You can take a hot shower. There's 4 showers. So that's kind of the biggest, according to Hellhound, it's the best thing I've done in 20-something years of paintball was built a shower house. So I guess all my other work is meaningless compared to the shower house. But we've got about 8 acres of camping altogether. There's a quiet campground that's a little farther from the house and the building for the people that don't want to party all night or listen to people partying all night. And then everything around the house and the building, that 5 or 6 acres there is kind of free for all, and everything's free camping. Showers are free. The firewood's free. We don't charge any extras at Paintball to Go. You pay your registration and pay for your paint, and everything else is included. So there's a lot of people tent camp. We've got room for big campers and trailers. People bring those in too. So we've had it all. We've got plenty of room. There's a big circle drive there, and we added a gravel driveway to the campground for exit a few years ago, so it's a little easier to get out too. But it's all there.
Hot and cold water, you say?
Yeah. The showers they're nice. Yeah.
They are nice. Yes.
Question for Bud.
We do have a question. Rick Wilcox wants to know when did Bud make his first gun?
I
was going to ask that question. I see how it is.
Well, I was 12 years old.
No, paintball gun.
Paintball gun. 1996. I started. I made it late '86, and I introduced it in '87, early '87. So
now,
that was my first one. Now the Ranger, I think, came out in '90.
Okay.
Right in there. Late '89, '90. Yeah.
So that was just the basic sniper then.
The Ranger was a no spot base.
Yeah. No, but your first gun, that was your.
It was pump gun.
Yep.
I used Sheridan valve assembly.
Yep.
And made my own hammer and all that stuff. I don't know if everybody heard the story about that, but a friend of mine was making annihilators, and there was two gunsmiths side by side at the field at SC Village, and we were good friends. We had our own customers and stuff, and but another friend of mine was selling annihilators to Gunny, and Gunny had to sell them to me, which was fine with me. You know, I don't care. But the three of us were sitting there talking, and I couldn't talk to the guy that was furnishing the annihilator. I had to talk to Gunny, and he would talk, and all three of us were sitting there talking to each other. And I said, "This is BS," you know. And the guy says, "Well, what are you going to do?" And I said, "I'm just going to make my own gun." And he laughed his ass off, you know. So I said, "Well, okay, just go ahead and laugh." So I thought about it all week, you know, literally. And this is no BS either. And about, 6 o'clock in the afternoon or evening, got through with dinner and went out and I thought, I got to make a gun. So my favorite TV programs come on at 8. So I had a block, the body, and a trigger frame on a body. And I went and watched my program, got through at 9. I worked on it till midnight. Got up at about 5, worked on it till 9 o'clock, went out in the backyard and shot it at 9 o'clock. I made the whole thing. I even had to bore the barrel out. I didn't have a barrel, so I made one. And it didn't screw in. I made a taper on it. So it's kind of pressed in, but it still works. I've never had it apart, and you pick it up today on CO2, and all the O-rings still work. I don't know how. I'm 30 years old, yeah. And it'll still shoot 285. We was out here with a bunch of guys about last year, and Red on the head said, he said, "Well, does it work?" And I said, "I don't know." So I had some 20-year-old paintballs that my paintball company made, and I put one on him and shot him in the belly. It was on Facebook. It worked. It worked. Well, it worked real good too.
Yeah.
But and that Saturday, I went back to the field and I followed this guy in that laughed at me. And he got out of his truck and I got out of mine and I just put a paintball in and shot him in the butt. And he was jumping around. And, "What the hell did you do that for?" I said, "Don't ever laugh at me, dude." So we had a shooting contest and I won big time. So. But
nice.
No, that's the story of the first autococker, and it's still here. I haven't done anything to it. All the guys, Bill shot it, and it's just a neat old gun, Got the same old bottle I had on it 20-something years, 30 years ago. So, everything's cool.
I found the button.
Yeah,
did you find it?
He found something. He keeps hitting it. It's like,
stop pushing the button.
Yeah, stop it.
Practicing the finger. Don't mess with the finger.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. If you hit the button, you got to lick your finger first, so they know you're going to do something. See? Oh no, not that hard. No, not that hard. Just kind of lick it a little bit, Well, never mind.
I thought we weren't doing that kind of show.
Oh no, we're not. We're not. So any other? Let's get some more questions going. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, you're lefty, huh? Oh, you're right. Oh, there you go.
Actually.
Oh yeah.
I play guitar left-handed and right-handed.
Oh, you're ambidextrous. You're like my son. You never know where it's coming from. So. Any more? Got another question going?
Joe Boncheck says, "Push the red button."
You know how many red buttons I got off of that thing? It was mailed to me. I got a lot of them.
Joe, when did you actually open up your field?
Oh wow!
In the daylight, in the morning.
Yeah. I think that it's probably 2001. I moved back from Missouri in 2000, and we built the shop, and I think we built the fields in 2001, something like that. Yeah, we were just doing tournaments at first and open play and stuff, and the local field owner that was closing his field, and he came down and checked our place out, and he said, you guys need to do scenario games. And I hadn't even heard of scenario games at that point, but he had a guy that came and walked the fields, and that's how it came up with Montecito. The guy's a history buff. They looked at the lay of the ground and said, you need to do Battles of Anzio and Montecito. So I went to a few other scenario games to see what it was all about, and we had a first one, and I called up this guy I didn't know called Bill Bailey, said I wanted to be on the tour, and he was an ass. He goes, it doesn't work that way. You can't be on the tour. And I said, well, I'm having this game. Come or not. And then Bill came, and he says, you need to be on the tour. I'm like, I know.
That's cool.
That's history, Bill.
Yeah. Now, you did other stuff besides paintball there.
What's that?
You did other stuff besides paintball at your store. You used to make product too.
What's that?
You used to make product there also, didn't you?
We did a little bit because there was some stuff I used to get for the Stingray, the cherry bolt, and then they discontinued them. The guy in California made them. He had actually a place down in Mexico, and we were still selling them pretty good, and he quit making them. So we tooled up and made the cherry bolts for the Stingray, and we made some bolts for some of the other guns that were out at the time, Spiders and Raptors and different stuff, low-end stuff. But that was just something we were dabbling in, just to kind of try to, whenever the economy went down, to try to keep people staffing on, keep employees on, But yeah, we played around with that a little bit, but it didn't go real far. Just not like Bud.
Oh well, yeah. How many acres you got in your field?
We've got 106 acres out there. I think we play 60 to 70 of it for Monty. There's about 10 acres as campgrounds. Then we got another, 20 or 30 acres on the other side of the creek that we've never used for the games at all. I've often kind of dreamed if the games got big enough, maybe we'd put in some swinging bridges, and access some of that and incorporate it into the game. But we haven't ventured that far out. But there's some new play areas, Bud, that you haven't seen because we did a brand new game last year called Smoke. We built a village for that and expanded that area and cleaned it out. And there was another area you couldn't hardly walk through. We built a new field for the pirate game. So we've got a few new areas you haven't really been able to play before that are available from Monte Casino now. People that haven't been there since last Monte, there's been a lot of changes to the fields. We brought in some heavy equipment and cleared out a lot of areas and made a lot of new fields and opened up some lanes to connect things better and just kind of clearing everything out. Too much for some people's taste. There's some areas that most people wouldn't go, so the sniper guy is going to crawl through there, and now it's all wide open. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Bill's been filling me in on a lot of it. So
yeah, we've been busy. It's been a busy year. We've had a lot of changes and updates to the fields. We've started on Mother Dovers too, the new tavern. We got all the poles set. There's like 36 telephone poles set, but we haven't. My sawmill's been down. We've been working on it, get it up and going good, so we can build that new tavern built. That'll be probably next year. We'll probably get that done, I'd say. But
okay, Kiko, I know you're chomping at the bit.
All right, the question's for Joe. The attendance. What is usually the attendance on this event?
Well, let's see. It's in a post-COVID world. It's anybody's guess. Before COVID, we were over 500, and then 2020 that year we were going to be pushing 600 that year. Last year was the first year we had the game, since COVID in the regular scheduled springtime, and I think we were around 350. So we're kind of rebuilding. If I had to extrapolate off of pre-registrations right now, I'm guessing we'll be in the 450 range. But it's you never know the day of. We get anywhere from 50 to 150 day of sometimes. So I think we've got 175 pre-registrations right now, something in that ballpark. So
Yeah, there's kind of a lot of people wait till the last minute too. So.
Yeah.
You're gonna be there, bud?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and be there. I'm not gonna promise it, but I've gone through hell in the last 6 months, so I'm definitely my heart's in it, and I want to be there. Let's put it that way. So I don't want to let Joe down at all, or any of the players. Some of them come there to see me, and I appreciate that a tremendous amount, and. I just love being with Joe and his family and all the players. I mean, it's a feeling that a lot of times you'll never get, But I've got it every time I go to Joe's place. So I mean, it's just a blast. I get to do the things I want to do, like work on air compressors and stuff like that. Yeah, I can go high and fix it. Yeah, I do all kinds of stuff.
Like, where's the welder?
Yeah.
Eat your weight in pancakes.
Yeah, well, that's what I do for a living. Is manufacture all kinds of stuff. So most of it's off road and vehicles, and we build pieces for houses and out of aluminum and. We just do a lot, anything anybody wants. We're a one-stop shop. We can make gears and heat treat them, and just do anything. They're just me and my son and my grandson. So, I mean, we just love to build stuff.
They build boat trailers.
Oh yeah, we build trailers, boat trailers. Right now, we're building one that a guy started. It's going to be a food service trailer. It's about 35 feet long. And he went to get his license, and it was all wrong. So we're converted into a living quarters with a guy got a big razor, and he wants to tow that. So we converted it back into that. We do our own painting. I build off-road vehicles, plus I'm building a 36 Ford right now from the ground up. I've built cars all my life, I painted my first one when I was 6. So, and I have painted a lot of custom cars too. And I build Harleys. I've got a custom Harley. I'll send some pictures out as soon as I get the handlebars back. But, there's nothing that I say I won't do. Planes. I built ships for 22 years. And it's just, one guy asked me one time, "What do you do?" And I said, "How much time you got?" So.
Another question for Bud. Bud, you came from. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
The question is, you lived up here in Fairfield. Is that correct?
Yes, I used to. I lived in Suisun, and I lived in Vacaville, right on the edge of Vacaville and Fairfield. And I was in the Air Force for 4 years working on planes and at Travis Air Force Base. Yeah, I love that place up there. That is so.
Did you start
awesome.
paintball then?
Oh no, hell no! Paintball wasn't even in existence. That was 1960.
All right.
I mean, that was before you guys were born. So,
you can be my daddy.
Yeah, there you go. No.
That was my question.
Hey, Bud, there was a question. Do you remember when the first Black Magic? When was the first Black Magic you made? Do you remember what year that was?
It would be 97. God, 97, I think. 97, 98, I think.
Yeah.
Right in there, just right at 2000. But I mean, it was before that.
I was thinking one of the first Black Magics I think that I've seen in your collection, I think, was a 98. Yeah. And it was still a right feed.
Yeah.
And I think that was when you were toying around with the idea of a Black Magic. So.
Yeah. Most of that design stuff on that, the really cool stuff was my son Jeff. Yeah, he he kicked me out of the shop and wouldn't let me make anything. You know how kids are. You know, dad don't know shit anyway. So, but he's even today. Jeff is a fantastic designer.
He amazed me with his fabrication work a couple weeks ago. I never seen somebody weld so fast and so damn good. You know, I was like, and just him and his son working together. That was just awesome. You know, seeing them two. You know, yeah, it was Trevor, right?
Trevor. Yeah,
he was watching. He was taking it all in. You know, he wasn't one of them kids just sitting around with a phone. You know, and just dinking around. He was watching and he was doing. So.
Well, Grandpa don't allow phones in the shop.
No, yeah.
I mean, but he doesn't do it anyway. I mean, he's that kid. He does when we make the cages. Yeah. He does all the cutting, bending, and fitting, and then Jeff tacks them all together. We make about 5 Can-Am cages for 4-seaters a week, and we can make 6 or 7 Polaris cages, 4-seaters. You know, that's what we do is that bumpers, cages. We get a buggy in. I do all the wiring and all installing on. Well, I do everything, but what he does. Anything round, he does all of it. So. But no, he's Jeff's and he come up with even after he sold the company, he come up with all the really cool stuff. So.
Oh, that's a real good question from Jay Wonderly. Bud, do you have a favorite autococker?
Number 1. I mean, I love that gun, but it was just so damn accurate. You know, people want a glass, smooth barrel, and I'm totally not with that. You know, because if you take a paintball and put it on a piece of glass, like a 1/2-inch thick glass, it'll stick to it. You just grab the paintball and move it, and it'll stick to it. You know, I've always been, don't get it so damn glassy, because really the paintball should not touch the barrel at all going from one end to the other, except in a breech area. That's it in a nutshell. I mean, I got people that go toe-to-toe with me on it, but I go off of what I've done and what I've shot and the results of what I'm shooting. It's all based on paintball size, and I there's a lot to it. Tom Kay and I spent 6 months, just researching and trying to figure out what's the best barrel. I would make them. He would, and he would do his stuff, but he done all the computer work on them. He put sensors all the way down the barrel, so we know how fast it's going, when the acceleration quits. 3.7 inches down the barrel is no more acceleration. I mean, and the paintball doesn't get pushed out with the CO2 back then with CO2. But there's all kinds of stuff that people should know about paintball, but nobody writes it anymore. So just let it ride, Yeah. But number 1's my favorite. So. But I do love my Black Magic that you have. Yeah. Bill's got all my guns. He brings them to all tournaments.
I got some of them.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't have all of them.
I got the important ones that you use.
Yeah.
It's just a lot easier for me to drive with them than it is for you to fly with it.
Yeah, he's got my pissed off gun. If somebody out there overshoots a lot of people, then I get my pissed off gun and we'll go toe to toe. But I'll guarantee you they lose.
Hey, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I got Connor on the phone from Australia. Connor Mater Bryant.
Oh, Connor.
Connor. Yeah, on the Big Island. So I'm gonna take myself off and try to get him hooked on here.
Yeah.
Nope, not yet. Nope.
Okay. Now, another question, Bud, is did you and Tom K always get along? That was also
Tom K from day one, you know, him and I mean, he's like my brother. When I was first started, he taught me all on computer. I didn't know anything about computers. All my original guns were all mechanical drawing. So he flew in and got me a computer, set me up with a drawing program, and taught me how to draw. And then Tom would come in. He came in one year because I was all messed up on my bookkeeping, and so he came in and he knew more about my company than I did, really. But Tom and I are great friends. I mean, he's just an awesome individual, kind of like Joe and you.
Yeah, me and Tom K, it's a toss-up,
Yeah, no. You guys have you're awesome. I got some really great friends in paintball and everywhere else. But Tom and I we still get along great. So I love him like a brother. And that guy is tremendously smart. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
When I first met him, Dave from PMI got me. He was buying guns from me for my Christmas on my kitchen table. Cause I didn't have a shop yet. I just made them at home. And he said, "You got to fly into Chicago with me." So we got on a plane. I flew in and went over and seen Tom K that day. And Tom, we were both working on the same gun. Swear to God, I mean it was crazy. And the only difference, he was using rubber bands and I was using a spring for the hammer return. And we went to get in his car. Oh my God! I sat in the passenger seat and I could literally stand on the ground because there was no floorboard in it because it would rotted out from all the rust. So no, but Tom and I are great friends. Yeah. There's my buddy and from Australia.
Yeah.
How you doing? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Connor?
Yep. Yeah, I can. I'm just traveling around, so the connection isn't that good.
Yeah.
From the Big Island of Australia.
All right. Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
Yep. It's about where everything's trying to go.
They let you drive?
Yeah, not too bad.
I can hardly hear you, Connor.
I could barely hear him.
Yeah, he doesn't have a headphone or a mic set, I think.
Nah, not for that.
Yeah.
Are you on early release program?
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
I'll try these to see if this works.
Is there any more? I can hear Connor.
Yeah.
He's got a shot ladder.
I could see his lips moving.
Yeah.
Yep. Still look the same.
I can't read Australian lips.
I think his hair's longer.
Translator.
Yeah.
He's gone. See the finger? Don't want to say, you know what?
Joe, how can people pre-register for Monte Casino?
Paintballtogo.com. That's paintballtogo.com, all one word. And you can go there and get any questions you have about the game answered and get pre-registered, get your registration, get your paint, smoke, t-shirts, maps, anything else you want. But all you need is registration and paint, and you can be on the field and playing. Yeah.
What if they make it 2 words?
Don't got to pay for air. Nothing. No up charges.
No hidden fees.
No hidden fees, no camping fees, no air fees, no firewood fees, nothing like that. I get those questions a lot. I'm like, no, it's included. We're not trying to rape you.
That wood must junk wood then.
Oh, that wood, great wood.
That's right. Joe's good hardwood. It's always pleases. Not that kind of show though.
Any more questions?
Yeah, Jay just asked another real good question. Do you make any cool paintball stuff that never hit the market?
Oh, yeah, I did. People always want to copy me, which is fine. I mean, I'm not, we can fight everybody. No, if you want to copy me, fine. If you really want to copy, I'll send you the drawings, because I don't want you to make junk that looks like my stuff that didn't work and then you blame me, So, but no, we made a lot of experimental stuff. You've seen part of it, Bill.
Oh, yeah.
We'll make something and, it's just too much to flood the market with, That was me. I tried to, like T-shirts. I made them for, one T-shirt. I'd make 125 of them, and that's it. I'd go to a different design. I don't want to flood the market with one thing, So.
Yeah.
But are you making Hormuz headbands? Are you making Hormuz's headbands?
No, I haven't done any of that, So, but no, I mean, let me tell you what. I haven't seen a junk headband out there. Them guys they're kicking butt. I got my headbands and jerseys, and I wear my jerseys even when I'm not on paintball. I mean, I just love them. They're cool. And I had one of Joe's shirts on the other day. I said, "Oh yeah, where's that at?" And I said, "In Illinois." Oh yeah, okay. No, I advertise a lot for paintball.
Angie designs all those shirts, so props to her.
There's my short barrel gun.
I thought it was.
But just the first 3.75 inches matter.
No.
It's a walking cane too.
Actually, a company got a hold of me and wanted me to make a dart gun, and it shot different size darts, and that's one of the ones I made. If you notice, it doesn't have a feed tube on it, and that thing works so awesome, man. I mean, at 80 feet, it was incredibly accurate, but the guy that made the darts wouldn't sell them darts if they used my gun. So I ended up with a bunch of dart guns. So
I'm surprised you didn't start making the darts.
This is what Ventura.
Yeah, well, there's a lady one time, I got into stores and making all kinds of stuff and I was just expanding and Rose, a good friend of mine, she owned a paintball store next to me, and she said, you ought to just do the things you do best. That's make guns. Stay the hell away from stores and shit. Well, I already bought 6 of them, so I ended up getting rid of them. I gave 2 of them to the people that run it. I just said, here, you take them, all the shit that's in there, and have a good time. I'm out of it. So. But and I think one of them's still going, and it was 20-something years ago. So.
Wow.
Did I answer that question? I ramble on sometimes.
Yeah, you said you've made stuff before that never hit the market.
Oh, hey, I saw Jay Wonderly on here with PB Sports. He's going to be out in Monte Casino also. So for all your paintball needs, get hold of Jay. He'll have a ton of stuff there. But if you've got anything special, reach out to him. He'll bring it to the game, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, no, you've got a lot. You got some really cool vendors. I mean,
oh yeah.
I love all of them, man. They just make really, really, really cool stuff. And go there and buy your heart out,
Yeah, you got to support them. Keep them coming back.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, they're affordable. I mean, they're not trying to, I think they discount stuff there. So,
yep.
I mean, it's
you get great customer service with Jay too. He set my boy up with the setup last year, and just walked him through it, and told him if he had any issues, can reach out to him personally, So he's
Johnny. He's Johnny on the spot on and stand behind everything he does.
Yes,
so,
he does. Very much so.
Great guy.
Yep.
He makes good stuff.
And he donates back too. They come out and he donates a lot of the stuff you see on the prize table. From my casino, Jay donates some of that stuff for the prize table, and he gets some good stuff back with players. So all around great guy.
Yeah, no, he is. Fun to be around too.
Yes.
Mark Gong made a comment. So Bud is making tiny homes now. Talking about the trailer.
Oh yeah. Well, I made those for years, but I they're a pain in the butt. So I left Jeff I kind of got him into doing all that stuff. I'm going to semi-retire here. I got a finished 36 Ford and a custom bike, and I got a 64 El Camino. I got about 75% done, and one of Ryan Newman's NASCARs. I got to finish putting the engine and stuff in that. So I'm gonna try and make it street legal. But
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, Billy's seen it. It come right off the track. I bought it right off the track.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
Yeah.
Jeff Thompson climbed in it the other day. It was pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
one of the Booty Boys. Yep, he was in it. Someone asked Bud if you were ever going to make your pod packs again.
My what?
Pod packs.
Oh.
Hang on just a second.
No. No, they don't use 50 round pod packs anymore. So. Well, I know it's some kind of stuff that I probably just made one of. And no, I help people make stuff. If they want to make something, I'll help them. Even making parts for the gun.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's my 36 Dodge.
Nice. Oh, I love Dodges. I drive by one every day. It's a 36 sedan. With a little rumble seat thing in the back, it's really, really nice.
I have a 398 high rise, 2 4 barrels on it, headers, a 350 rock crusher stick with the button on top, automatic.
Oh yeah,
and a Camaro. Rear end, a 68 Camaro setup for a rear end where I welded it for posi traction.
Yeah.
I traded a Harley for it.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Just so I could, the Harley almost got me killed. So I said, I traded to a guy. I said, let me get my 3 biggest friends and myself, and if it gets on the highway real good, I'll trade you straight across that night. And it did. And I walked away with the car, and he got my Harley.
Both of you are happy.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I traded actually the autococker Harley that I made, and for that El Camino. Guy wanted it so bad, and I said, and he's never going to get rid of it. He got offered $140,000 for that bike. And turned it down because he promised me he wasn't going to sell it. So, but he had a lot of money anyway. So, I was kind of happy that he didn't sell it.
If you make it up this way in August, I'll take you for a ride.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's up in Chico in a garage with a bunch of other cars.
Well, you come this way in California, and I'll give you a ride in a Razor.
Yeah.
You just got to bring 2 pairs of shorts.
Yeah.
Because you're going to mess in one of them. Oh, good to you. The guy said, no, I'm not going to do that. And he did, so. no. I have fun with off-road stuff. Yeah, are you going to go to sleep, Joe? You look
No,
sleepy.
I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm just listening to you, bud. I'm having a blast just listening to your stories.
Oh shit.
Okay, now I've been saving this story forever, and I've only told a few good friends, but Bud, tell us how you got into making Christmas ornaments.
Christmas
Oh
ornaments.
shit. Oh my God. You sure
My
you
wife
want to hear
loves
that?
Christmas ornaments.
I had, when you're growing up, when I grew up, I had to mow the lawn and pick up all the dog poop, right? And we didn't have we had a push mower, so that was my job. And I had a dog named Rocky. So it's around Christmas time, and I'm up there, picking up dog poop, and my dog ate a bunch of tinsel off the tree, you know. So I'm sitting there, and here these little dog turds sitting there with tinsel hanging out of them, and I loved Rocky because they were perfect. They looked like an acorn, you know. So and they were pretty dry. So I picked it up and undid all this, and it kind of streamed out, It looked kind of cool. So, and it was like half a dozen of them, So I got them all and I strung them all out, and I took them in and I dipped them in shellac, because that's the only thing that would dry hard. And I cut off a hook off of a fishing hook, and I run it through it, bent it over, and put a string on it, and I sold them for 25 cents a piece for Christmas ornaments. And my dog, I was sitting there, almost killed him, because he was eating so much tinsel. You know. I made about $25, and that was in probably 1952 or something like that. So.
And that tinsel then was lead, wasn't it?
Yes, it was red and white, red and silver. Yeah. Oh, it was sparkly and all that stuff. I made sure it was all clean and stuff.
That's like one of my favorite stories. That's awesome.
I was always looking to make something for, make 10 cents, Back then, bubble gum was a penny, and you could buy a Mountain Bar for 10 cents, But
fractured fairy tale for sure.
I sold rocks when I was a kid. I never thought about feeding them to the dog and getting them fancied up. I missed out.
Well, you don't want to feed them wads of it, You just kind of, because it'll come out in a big old wad. It's not good.
You'd have to start in October.
So that's my Christmas story.
Yeah.
And what a lovely Christmas story it is.
Oh yeah, no. Let me tell you, I've done a lot of stuff. It was, it's crazy. You gotta think of stuff when you don't have any money, and
hey, I'm with you.
Yeah. I mean, my family, my dad, worked his butt off, and he made a good living, and we ate good, and but there was not much left over, so. Back then we only got one Christmas present, and we were happy to get that,
Yeah.
So,
I hear you. I grew up poor. I know how it is.
Yeah. No, it's
motivation.
Yes, I mean you're perfect. You said it perfectly, and that's the reason my dad always taught me. He said, "Never say you can't do something." And boy, if I said I couldn't, I worked in a shop when I was 9 years old. I had my first dog job on a Chevrolet 6-cylinder, and at 9 years old, So I mean, and I was in charge of all the brakes, with the brake dust and all that stuff, So, but I'd done all the brake jobs when I was, and I'd done engine conversion starting when I was 10 to my dad, 1953. So, but and I still do that.
Yeah. That was another good story. You bought a bunch of cars off that guy, and they were out there in your.
Oh shit! down the street from me, there was a ortho spraying company for bugs in Florida, you know, and he had a bunch of Austin Healy's, I'll think of in a minute, but little cars, you know, and I ran after him. I said, yeah, how much you want for one of them cars? 'Cause I was buying cars for $15, you know, and selling them for 25. And he says, and I was like 12 years old. And when he says, Sonny, he said, you can have as many as you can get out of here before 4 o'clock. And that was noon. So I got all the kids in the neighborhood and filled my yard up at home. And my dad come home and, oh my God. And then he figured out that, you know, these are cool little cars. God, I can't think of the name of them. But they were neat, but they're kind of like the first little tiny sports car with a, you know, 4-door or 2-door stuff. But it was fun back then. And he ended up selling and making all the money. I didn't get nothing out of it. So.
Oh man, you got chipped.
Yeah, no, he done good. No.
Yeah.
He did good.
Oh yeah, he done really good. You know, I'm trying to think of the name of it. God dang it, they don't make them anymore. They haven't made them for 50 years. But no, I done anything I could to make a buck when I was growing up. So. And all that, you know. What about you guys? Any more questions?
Yeah.
I haven't seen none coming up really. I posted about Penn King. Southern California boys coming up here to Northern California for the WCPL.
That's good, you know.
Now
we got some really awesome people coming there too. So.
That field, I've walked that field. It's all woods. It kind of reminds me of the field down in Southern California, Tokay Lake or something down on border down there.
Oh yeah, border town. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very thick. It's going to be very thick. A canopy of about 70 feet high. The trees going to be in the shade. It's all woods ball from like 30 years ago.
Oh yeah, I know that's. Yeah.
Hey, Joshua Estrada wants to know if Joe, did you ever general any 24-hour scenario games?
No, I'm too busy doing stuff at our fields. I've never generaled any games. I get asked every now and then, but if I've got spare time to get away from the family and work on a paintball field, it's working on my paintball field so far. So my boy's working on me, though. He wants to get out and play some other events, so it'll happen.
If you generaled your own event, you would be a dictator then.
Yes. Yeah, I get a lot of people wanting to know if I'm going to play, and I'm like, there's no way I can play my own event. People have no idea how many things are going wrong behind the scenes constantly, you know, that you're always patching over and fixing to keep everything running so smooth. It's a full-time gig.
Oh, yeah.
More than just a game, it's the lifestyle.
But Jay does have one more really good question. Who was your most valuable employee other than Jeff at WGP?
That's a big question because
all time.
Yeah, I don't know that there was just one, because when I first started the company, I hired old people, you know, that I worked with in the shipyard, and you can't do that. I mean, old people don't know how to sell to the thing. To kids, you know, you got to have your underwear showing and rings hanging out of you, you know, and the kids will buy shit, whatever you want, you know. Man, there was so many that were just great. I mean, I can't say that one of them.
Hal has your answer.
I don't know, man. I can't really say that. You know,
you want to know who Hal said is?
Who?
Kathy.
Oh shit! I was her employee. What are you talking about? She ran the place, dude.
Yeah, she ran the show. Still does, probably.
It was funny when I sold the place. You know, the first thing they done was lay Kathy off. You know, and they actually told her to go do the wifey things and get barefooted. And she's sitting there looking at them like, what? Now, she's a contracting officer for the government. I mean, this lady run a lot of people. You know, she doesn't look like it, but I mean, she's pretty stern.
Yeah.
She kicks my ass all the time anyway. But no, and she went home. Well, they started, and they didn't do the due diligence before they bought the company. So they were running around asking all these questions, and they kept asking me. I said, well, you know, I made shit. You know, I ran a machine shop and done this, that, and the other. But that stuff was Kathy. You know, you got to ask her, you know. And everybody that they asked anything, well, you know, that was Kathy. You know, I mean, she would have the best answer. So about 2 weeks of this stuff, they come to me and ask me, "Do you think Kathy will come back to work for us?" You know, I said, "Well, pay her enough money and don't talk about getting barefooted. You know, don't piss her off. You know." And so they hired her back for a year, and it's so and she answered all the questions. So. But she was the most valuable. Yeah, still is. Yeah. Still is. I wouldn't be here today if it hadn't been for her giving me all my medicine crap. So,
Nico, we've gone over our hour.
All right. I thought we was going to go past that anyways. Now we're going to see what's in Fred's stuff.
We want to touch the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it all on when you guys ain't here.
Oh, my God.
Now's your chance. Get one shot.
Yep. Let's see if he can find out what's missing.
Move some of the stuff around.
Rearrange everything.
Yeah.
Yep. I always like this stuff.
Yeah, boy, he's got everything stacked back there pretty good. You know, Bill does too. Bill.
When I come in here, I got to turn sideways.
Yeah.
I just don't like crawling under everything.
That's cool.
That is funny.
I got a question for Bud real quick. Down about 2000 to 2003, you were down at SC Village. The big practice was down there. And you were wearing your WGP jersey. And I took a video of you, and Ron Kilborn came in and got up right behind you. But he wasn't wearing a mask, and you guys were engaged in a practice. You were by a flag station on the pipe field. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I was the one taking that video, and I put it on Monster Paintball back then. You got a lot of views on that.
You're that guy. No.
Yeah. I don't know if you recall that, but yeah, you came up, and after that, you looked at it. I just had a camera, and you were looking at it, and you're like, oh, that's cool. What's this going to go on?
Didn't you just send a picture like that put it on Facebook, did you? Just a single picture to the video?
That was that, yes. But yes. But I had a video of that.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's on PB Films. It's still floating around somewhere.
Oh, that's cool.
On that day, I got Bear Diageo. He was like 9 years old playing on that day.
Yeah. No, that's anything to do with kids, you know. I mean, I love to see kids playing paintball. You know,
I think. All right, we're going to go into double overtime. There's your guy.
Yeah.
Hey guys, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now, Connor.
All right, it's the Connor Show.
Now
Take
I can
it away
hear
from the Big Island. Run with it, Connor. Interview Bud here and these guys.
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't seen you.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say I haven't seen you for a long time. Just been a bit busy, a bit hectic. I finally got my new wheelchair and all of that, but it's all wrong. It doesn't fit properly. The backs don't work. The wheels are too small. It's crazy. 16 grand down the drain.
Motor on if you want. You want to put a motor on it? We'll do that.
You gonna hook them up there,
Yeah.
bud?
Okay. Put an electric one on it. That'll get him down the road quick. You know.
Yeah, we got to smuggle them into the States here.
Yeah,
Yes.
piece by piece. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So we need the Bud Orb Signature Series Black Magic wheelchair.
Electric
Yeah.
wheelchair.
Yeah. We can do that.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, no kidding.
I thought you said you were going to smuggle Connor in piece by piece.
That might be rough.
we could do that. Yeah, put him in a big bag or something. You know. It wouldn't be good when you go into the X-ray machine, though. That'd be so,
As long as like you stuff me in a bag with enough Dr. Peppers to get me from here to there, I reckon we'll do all right.
oh yeah. Oh wow, that's a 12-hour flight. That's a lot. Well, what goes in got to come out too. Remember that. You know.
Well, I'll have 15 Dr. Pepper bottles or something to help. Like,
Oh yeah, put a lid on them. Yeah. Take a lot more.
Don't get it mixed up.
yeah. Just do the smell test before, you know. Yep, not drinking that one.
Hey, Bill, when we go over time, do they charge you extra?
Yeah. It's like $27 a minute.
No
Is
way.
it that much? Holy shit.
No.
It goes straight to Bill's pocket. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just
I'm gonna run it
make the
up on
checks
Fred.
out to Bill Bailey.
Or Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you got to get off the air, so I'll be the first one to
All
leave.
right. Oh, you gonna do the finger?
Yeah, you know, like you know
I
what?
can say
You know
bye
what?
now.
You know what this is?
Nutella.
Nutella.
Everybody, we're gonna say
Nutella.
bye. We'll say bye to
well,
Bud.
I'll tell you later. Anyway,
Take it away.
all you guys, it's been a pleasure, man. I'm sorry I maybe hogged things, but
But
you
it's
know.
always awesome to listen to your stories.
Oh shit! You know, I got one or two. You know.
1,000.
All right, the finger. You ready for the finger, everybody?
Okay. Yeah. You know what this is?
Why you do this to me?
Yeah.
Why you do this to me?
It's a cluster of these.
Yeah. And another thing.
A whole handful of them.
How's that? Got you, bud.
Bye,
Bud.
Bud.
All right, who's next?
Bye, bud.
We're going to spin the wheel. All right, the spinning the wheel. Here we go. It's on Joe. Say goodbye to Joe,
Bye,
everybody.
guys. See you
Goodbye,
at
Joe.
Montecasino, paintballgo.com. Can't wait to see
Yep,
everybody.
April 15th and 16th.
April 15th and 16th.
Oh,
Thank you.
and another
Yeah, that's
thing.
probably helped to mention the damn date.
Yeah.
I'm a
Another
terrible
thing.
promoter, Bill. We need somebody else for this job. I just build the fields.
Oh, man, I can't push it. All right, bye.
Ah,
Till next time. We're going to save Connor, the Big Island. Too bad he couldn't come on for longer. Maybe next time. You shouldn't be driving around. You need to stop what you're doing, break into somebody's house and say, hey, I'm on Fred.
Yeah.
Like Rain Man, right? And definitely Wapner.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
hey, Connor, can you jump on our podcast tomorrow night?
Yeah, I can do that.
It's a little bit earlier. You know, ours is at 8:00. You know, General Paintball Museum. I'll send you the link, and you can jump on there. And we can talk about what you've been up to.
Yeah, that'd be great.
How we're going to get him a new wheelchair, right?
I don't know how.
Operators are standing by right now. Come on. For just a couple dollars a day, a couple cents a day, we can hook up Connor with some kind of flotation device, float him to America, and get Bud Orr to make him a wheelchair. Bud said he was in, right?
I just need a canoe. That's about it.
Okay. Flotation device.
Well, yeah, we'll get there. I'll bring my box of crowns and my finest coloring in books for the journey.
All right.
And,
all right. So you know the deal. This is, you never know when you're going to get the finger. Pow. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep. It's all you, Bill.
Well, just remember here.
Check the batteries in your smoke detectors.
We've got Jeff Menez, and they'll be talking about the tournament down in Texas. And then a week or so after that, we've got Jeff Perlmutter, and he's going to be talking about his time at PMI and just old time paintball. So
Fred will write something on there, and it'll be posted somewhere, right? Next week's show.
Oh yeah, Fred writes it up, and it'll be on his Flagpole Productions. So you know, we burned through the hour, and hopefully Fred got to get with his buddies, having a good time. He needed a day off, so or an hour off.
Me.
Yeah, so luckily Kiko's right there.
I didn't ruin it for everybody. I'm sorry.
Yep. So, all right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
All right. So I got to figure out how to get off this thing too.
General Paintball Museum. Yeah,
I'll be there.
Yeah, then Kiko's got to figure out how to shut this one down.
Yeah. So. We'll just let it run all night.
Yeah. Well, let's see end it.
See if I can get you off here.
Yep.
You guys are all gonna be in the green room, right? The secret society stuff.
Some of us will be, maybe.
So. Yeah. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, bye. I did something wrong.
Uh-oh. I'm still here.
Man, the left side.
Uh-oh.
You're still there. All right, folks. Well, it's been real. I'm obviously not Fred. Well, by then. Ba-deep. I'm not here no more. Oh, how does this work? It pushed.